What if I told you that one tiny change in your morning routine could completely transform the rest of your day? I'm not talking about waking up at 5 a.m. or running 10 miles before sunrise. This is something much simpler, and yet, most people skip it without even realizing how much it's costing them. When I started doing this one habit every morning, I stopped feeling scattered. My energy, my focus, even my mood felt different, better. If you're someone who's been looking for that one small change that actually works, stick around. And hey, if you're into content that makes your life a little better every day, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's talk about the habit that changed everything. Let me take you back to how my mornings used to look. Maybe you'll relate. I'd wake up, usually later than I planned. My alarm had been snoozed at least 3 times. First thing I did? Grabbed my phone. Notifications, emails, random scrolling. 20 minutes gone, just like that. Then came the rush. I'd skip breakfast, sometimes even skip brushing until later, and hurry through everything like I was already late for life. And the worst part? That rushed, chaotic feeling would stick with me for the rest of the day. You know that feeling, right? That heaviness in your head, where you're technically awake but not fully present? Like your body's on autopilot, but your mind's still buffering? I'd sit down to work and couldn't focus. Small tasks felt overwhelming. My patience? Gone. And I used to think maybe I just need more sleep or more coffee. But deep down, I knew it wasn't just about sleep. It was about how I started my day. The first few moments, the tone I was setting. And honestly, I had no tone, no rhythm, just reaction. I was reacting to everything: my phone, my stress, the rush, the noise. And my day reflected that same chaos back at me. But then, I changed one thing, just one, and everything started to shift. In the next part, I'll tell you what that habit was, how I discovered it, and how it changed my energy, my mindset, and my focus. But before that, if this sounds even a little bit like your mornings, chaotic, rushed, scattered, go ahead and like this video. Not just for the algorithm, but so I know I'm talking to the right people. Alright, cool. Now, let's talk about the habit that flipped the switch. Alright, so here it is. A habit that completely changed my mornings and eventually, my entire day. Wasn't some high-performance hack. It wasn't a cold shower. It wasn't meditation on a mountaintop. It was this: taking 5 minutes, just 5, to sit down, breathe, and ask myself one question. How do I want to feel today? Let that sit for a second. Sounds ridiculously simple, right? But that one intentional pause, every morning, rewired everything. Because before that, I was letting the world decide how I felt. My phone, my schedule, my deadlines, all in control. I was showing up to my own life like a background character. But when I started asking myself that question, how do I want to feel today? Something shifted. It pulled me back into the driver's seat. Some mornings I'd answer, calm. Other days, focused, or strong, or kind. But whatever I chose, it became the lens for my day. I started moving with intention instead of reaction. It wasn't about changing the world around me, it was about changing the energy I brought into it. And let me be clear, I didn't do this with fancy tools. No planners, no journals, no incense smoke rituals. Just me, my mind, and a question: how do I want to feel today? This wasn't just a mindset trick, it became the seed of a deeper transformation. And yeah, the science behind it? Fascinating. Let me show you why this works and how even neuroscience backs this up. So, I bet you're wondering, why does this work? Why does a simple question like, how do I want to feel today, make such a big difference in how we show up in our day? Well, let me drop some science for you. First off, this habit taps into something called mindfulness. Now, I know the term gets tossed around a lot, but research has shown that mindfulness, even in small doses, helps regulate your emotions and lowers your stress. In fact, a study from Harvard found that just 8 weeks of mindfulness training can shrink the size of the amygdala, which is the part of your brain responsible for stress and anxiety. Less stress equals more focus, better mood, and higher productivity. So, by simply asking yourself how you want to feel and giving yourself 5 minutes of intention, you're basically hitting the reset button on your brain. But that's not all. A study published in Psychological Science showed that people who start their day with a clear intention or goal are 23% more likely to be productive than those who don't. This is the power of what I called mental priming. When you consciously choose how you want to feel and how you want your day to go, you're priming your mind to look for opportunities that align with your chosen feelings. Alright, so how do you actually make this habit stick? It's simpler than you think. Set your intentional 5 minutes. First, carve out 5 minutes. Seriously, 5 minutes. You don't need a whole morning ritual, just 5 quiet moments. Try doing this as soon as you wake up, before you check your phone or dive into your routine. That's key, it has to be the first thing you do. Ask yourself one question. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you want, and ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? It's that simple. Do you want to feel calm, energized, focused, strong, kind? There's no wrong answer. Just pick something that feels right for you today. Visualize your day with intention. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine your day unfolding. See yourself moving through your tasks, interactions, and moments with the feeling you just chose. For example, if you picked calm, picture yourself staying peaceful even in stressful situations. Follow through with your chosen feeling. When you go through your day, try to actively channel that feeling. Let it guide your actions. If your chosen feeling was focused, every time your mind starts to wander, bring it back to that focus. You don't have to be perfect, but the more you reinforce that feeling, the more it becomes your natural state. So here's the thing, the habit is simple, but the results are profound. You don't have to reinvent your entire day or schedule. You just need to take 5 minutes in the morning to decide how you want to feel. That's it. This small act of intention can change your mood, your mindset, and even the way you interact with the world. But more importantly, it's a reminder that you are in control. You don't have to wait for the world to decide how you feel. It's about choosing your energy every single day, and that's a superpower we all have. So if you're ready to give it a shot to start your mornings with intention and take charge of your day, I want you to commit to it for just 7 days. Let me know in the comments below. I'm in. If you do this, share your experiences with me. I'd love to hear how it changes your day. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more habits, tips, and tools to help you live your best life every single day. Remember, a better day starts with the way you choose to show up. So start tomorrow with a little intention, and watch how everything else falls into place. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay intentional, stay awesome, and have a fantastic day.